What is up, everyone? Bleeding Blue Podcast, episode 115. We are back at it to be bringing you all the info, all the news of the Toronto Blue Jays, the Leafs, Bills, and a little bit of Raptors. But right now, we got some bigger things to focus on because the Olympics are here. And honestly, they've been great. I have been enjoying them a lot. I have them on in the background all the time when I'm just chilling at home, doing nothing. And I know, Ryan, I'm sure you're right into it for the most part, watching the Olympics. Before we get into that, though, as we do with every beginning of the episode, players with the number 1515 as their player number. Ryan, who we got? Let's break it down.
We got a lot of NBA players. A lot of NBA players for number 15. Nikola Jokic, three-time MVP, probably the best player in the league right now. Vince Carter, Air Canada.
Goat.
Top 3 Raptor of all time. Carmelo Anthony. A couple baseball legends wore 15. Barry Bonds apparently wore 15. Alex Rodriguez, Jeff Bagwell, Chipper Jones, Manny Ramirez, Mike Piazza, Sean Green, Jays legend. Hockey players, Jack Eichel, Getzlaff. Football players, Patrick Mahomes, Tim Tebow. Not many players wore 15, but there's some good players there, especially basketball. Basketball. Number 15 is a big basketball number. So.
Marilyn Manson, baseball player. Dustin Pedroia. Beltran. I'm looking at Jim Edmonds. DeMarcus Cousins. Apparently, DeMarcus Cousins would lose in a one-on-one against Angel Reese, according to Angel. Or was it Angel Reese or Whitney?
Yes.
Brittany Griner. I can't.
No, it was Brittany Griner.
It was, which is insane. But
have you seen that one person? Have you seen that one WNBA player who literally asked in an interview, was asked if she would beat like every single great NBA player, and she was like, "Yeah, I'll beat them." She's like, "I'm confident in myself." It's like it was some rookie or something. I can't remember her name, but it was so funny. She was like, it was like LeBron James. She's like, "Yeah, I'm beating him." Yeah, I'm beating him. Like Michael Jordan, Curry, like all these NBA players. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm beating him."
It's good to have confidence.
But there's got to be a limit, though. You know what I mean? Like LeBron, Michael Jordan. You can't you're not that.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
I feel you.
But it was kind of funny.
I feel you. But yeah. Anyway, all I have to say is that DeMarcus Cousins would easily beat Brittany Griner.
Oh, no question. Yeah. That guy in his prime was unstoppable, man.
Great.
He was so good.
The fact that he's also on he was on the fucking Golden State Warriors as well, for a time, when that team was just unstoppable. When it was DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, but he wasn't that very good. He wasn't that very good at that time. It was more a couple years earlier.
I know. But he's still, again, that's still, you got Iguodala, you got Curry, Durant. Oh, that team's insane. Draymond, Clay. Yeah, so, but let's move back towards our discussion of the Olympics, because I have been enjoying them thoroughly. Winter Olympics are great. They are great, and they have been awesome. They've just been all the events. I've been watching bobsledding, the luge, skeleton, the big one. The other one that I love was the women's, specifically, was the women's half pipe, which was just insane. They are all, the best part about it is, almost all of them, end up falling and crashing because they're all trying to stick these insane fucking tricks that you've never seen before. And it's, just so cool that they're, just going for it. They're not trying to play the safe, bet. They're going for it. And it's, Chloe Kim is, Myles Garrett's girlfriend, I guess, which is just, I didn't even realize that. But that was, I watched that event, the whole thing. Great. It's very impressive. It's one of the coolest sports that doesn't get enough appreciation, I feel. But there's a lot of sports out there that do not get enough, and it's good for all of them be able to showcase their skills. So Yeah, no, it's
I'm
great.
I'm just glad that people are paying attention to the Winter Olympics because I feel it's much more impressive the Winter Olympics over the Summer Olympics, in my opinion. Um, like you mentioned luge and skeleton, which is, I think, the craziest uh, Olympic sport out of all the winter ones
Yeah.
because you're literally on this like literally like plank of wood basically. It's not wood, but you could call it a plank of wood. You're flying 100 kilometers an hour on this sheet of ice,
Hmm.
and if you make one little mistake, you could die. So it's pretty nuts. What these athletes are doing. And another one I really appreciate is the biathlon, which I've tried to watch, but it's usually on early in the morning. Um, you
Hmm.
have these cross country skiers who are just flying. They're actually going really fast and like eat like kilometers. You have to stop and then shoot a target
Yeah.
with the faster you're going, and make sure you're focused, and you're dialed in on your breath and stuff, and you're making sure you're hitting the right spot. Like it's crazy,
Yeah.
the the stamina and uh you know focus you have to have for that sport. So yeah, I really appreciate that. And a lot of people are tuning into the curling, which I love because I used to play curling back in high school, believe it or not, but
I
it's a
believe it.
fun sport. It's a
Yeah.
fun sport, and obviously with the controversy of the Canada teams, cheating about touching the rock twice and all that bullshit, it just adds to more people tuning in and watching the sport. And Canada's pretty good at it, especially the men's team. So um, I'm glad more people who don't watch the Winter Olympics are tuning in and paying attention. It's been a lot of fun. It's just sucks that Canada is all around not winning as many medals as we should be because this is really our Olympics to shine. Usually
Yeah.
it's the Winter Olympics that we succeed at, um, and I think we only have 2 gold medals, so
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah. Well,
But
you're
we
right.
will have but we will have 2 more by the end of the week because we have 2 fantastic hockey teams, uh, which we are going to talk about right now.
Yes.
Um,
I mean, let's talk about the women's hockey team too, because they're also been
yes,
fighting just as
yeah,
hard as the men's, and have been playing great. I it's again because of the fact that women's hockey does not get like the it does not get the traction and the press and publicity that men's hockey, the NHL does, and so I think it's great to see that people are coming out to watch these women play and just like go off because they're doing an incredible job. And I don't know if you have the standings and what the
Canada and U.S. just won today, so they're going to be playing the gold medal again for fifth straight Olympics, I believe.
wow.
Yeah, I don't think there's really other much competition in the women's side of hockey other than Canada and U.S. I think they've always
Sweden
been
was pretty good.
the top two. Sweden, yeah, usually you have like Sweden and Finland and Germany. I heard it's pretty good too. So Switzerland put up a good battle today against Canada. I think it was like 2-1
Hmm.
um, today. I think they have a really good defense. So, but usually it's always Canada, U.S. in in women's hockey. There's not really much other competition between the two. So that's going to be a fun game in a couple of days. It's always a fun competition. I mean, I think they kind of go back and forth a bit in terms of uh, best on best between the two. I still remember watching the 2014 game,
Yeah.
uh, women's gold medal game against women's Canada US, and Poulin scored with like 5 seconds left in regulation time to tie it, and then she scored again in OT, which was nuts. That was the year Canada and US both won gold, which was really cool. I think that was Canada's most successful Winter Olympics was 2014 in Sochi, or maybe it was Vancouver. I can't
Mm,
remember, but it was
I
one
was
of the
just
two.
looking
They
at
were
it.
both
Yeah, like it looks like even like 2022 is really good for them. Like they came third overall in the standings in terms of just like Olympic
yeah.
Olympics.
I do remember like 2010. They were very good. Yeah, they had the most. They had the most gold medals.
Oh
They
wow,
had 14 gold medals in 2010. They were really good.
that's sick.
Um, Yeah, they were third in total medals. They had 26. But they had the most
Canada
gold.
needs
They
to
had
host
14.
another Olympics, bro.
Yeah,
It
just not in Toronto. Just not in Toronto.
no,
Stay
Vancouver is
stay
the perfect place to do it. Like it literally
Vancouver's
is.
perfect. Yeah, Vancouver or Calgary, I think, has hosted
Yep.
before in like the '80s. I think they hosted, or even in Montreal. Montreal would be really good, and then you can
Montreal
like
or like Quebec City or something. Like Quebec City, it would be a great place because it's not as
yeah,
busy.
because then you got the mountains up there. You got Mont Tremblant where you can do the skiing and shit, and you got the Bell Center where you can play.
Yep.
We can do the hockey, which would
Yeah.
be electric. Um, just not in Toronto. Just
No,
don't come to
I don't think
Toronto
they
for the
will. It's too
Olympics.
busy. It's too busy of a place. You need to find a place that's like has a lot of space and
Well, you need well for the Winter Olympics, you need mountains. Like you can't
mhm.
just go to Blue Mountain and that's where you do the skiing. Like you can't do
No,
that.
it,
You can't go
trust
to
me.
Wasaga Beach.
I understand. Like you have to go you have to go somewhere that's cold in climate and like right now, like I think the best place Vancouver's a great place because you got Whistler right there. But like again, as you said, I think if they were to do it, I think going to Quebec City, like Quebec City also has a beautiful just scenery and is like a very
Hmm.
old city that has this really cool look to it. And if you've ever been there, it's very nice. But I'd say it's a better option than Montreal, honestly.
Yeah, but Vancouver, the vibes of Vancouver in 2010 were just unmatched, man.
I know,
Like
even as a
a
six
lot
year
of
old.
people say, yeah, I know, but I do remember a little bit of it. Like
No,
I do
I do too.
remember
I do.
I do remember the mascots and stuff when I was younger, when I was a kid. Like I do
Mhm.
remember that and like the vibes when you watch back, like obviously the men's hockey team and women's hockey team were really good. Um, and they, like I just mentioned, they won the most gold medals out of any country that year. Um, the vibes are unmatched that Winter Olympics, and I think a lot of people would agree with that as well, especially Canadians. Um, but yeah, this year's gone not the best for Canadian athletes. I mean, still got lots to go. I think another week or so left of competition left. So, but it's just very odd to see Canada not really succeed um, that well in the Winter Olympics. Because if we look at the medal count right now, Canada's not really. Yeah, they're 13th right now. They only have 11 medals, and like countries like Norway's always up there. They have 12 gold medals, which is insane. They got 12 gold medals right now. Um, like countries like I guess all these countries are valid. Like Austria has a lot of medals. They have 15 medals.
Yeah, Austria's got a lot. France, Netherlands, Sweden. Canada still has. They've got two gold medals. They have 11 medals total. They're tied for ninth, I guess. Right now, it looks like in most. But again,
Mm-hmm.
Norway,
They're
Italy, and the
13th in
U.S.
gold medals. They only have two,
Yeah,
so
but
just got to up those numbers. But like I said, there's a lot. There's a lot. Damn, this one guy on Norway has 4 gold medals.
Jesus Christ,
What does
for
he do?
what?
What does he do? Cross country skier?
Yeah,
He must have won every single. Damn,
yeah.
Norway knows how to win medals, man. They're yeah, they're big in the skiing, and yeah, they have 9 gold medals in cross country skiing. Not 9 gold medals, sorry, 9 medals total. They have 5 gold medals. But
Yeah.
yeah, Norway I think has the most medals of any country in Winter Olympics. I think they have like over 400 or something. And then like the next country has like under 300.
Who's
Like they're just nasty.
I'm looking at this right now. Yeah, who's Courtney Sorrell? She's Canadian. She's got a bunch of medals. She's got three different medals, two silver and a bronze.
Hmm.
Courtney, let me look her up real quick. I should know this because she's Canadian. There we go. Courtney Sorrell. She is short track speed skater. That's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
She's got three medals already. Um, Dude, speed skating's also fucking dope. Like it's all so cool. Like these sports are all so unique. Like they're all dangerous too. Like
Yeah.
for the most part, like aside from maybe cross country skiing, but like bobsledding, luge, skeleton, all dangerous. Any of the skiing ones, pretty much. Like when it comes to like the what's the super jump skiing? What do you call it? There's Big Air, which is a newer one that they just added. Any of the half pipe ones, like any of the freestyle like races, any of the moguls are like those are all dangerous. Like, and even the speed skating, it's like, dude, these guys are getting up to speeds. Like you saw that crash with the U.S. Chick that happened in the speed skating, and Team Canada, the hockey team, was watching. They were like, "Oh my god!" They were reacting.
Yeah,
did you see that?
Speed skating's sick.
Yeah.
And they got the long blades too, so like their strides, they're like flying. It's nuts.
It is nuts. But anyway, let's talk a little bit more in depth of the of Team Canada at the for hockey, because right now it's been that team is something else.
Domination, bro. They oh god. That when they played that second game against Switzerland and they switched Wilson with McKinnon, I don't think there's a better line ever in Olympic history. I genuinely don't think there's a better line. It's so good. And like you could see in the third game against France, like Celebrini and McDavid's chemistry is just like right there. Like a couple like the power play and like that one goal they scored on that 2-on-2 where it was like just a give and go. McDavid just flies right between the defensemen and just scores, like just wraps it around like the goalie. Like it's like how do you stop that?
Yeah.
It's like it's almost damn near impossible to stop that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And obviously Celebrini, this kid's 19 years old, playing at the highest level you could ever possibly play at, Olympic hockey, and he's what, top 5 in points right now?
No, he's scary. He's filthy, man. He's in those jerseys, man. Okay, I'm just looking at them right now. Those are
okay. Yeah, let's hear.
I will tell you right now. I want to buy one of those jerseys. Like they are. They're
which one do you like more? Which one do you like more? The white one or the red one?
I'll probably say the red and white, but I'd go that. Like that's more classic. But the black, like maple leaf is. They're sick jerseys, man. They're awesome.
I like them too. I just wish there was a little less black, in my opinion, on the jersey. I think
racist.
I think you have to do more red. Oh my god! I think you have to do a little more red and white because that's the country's colors,
more
man.
White. That's what you want. Okay, yeah, of course.
Well, black's not in the flag. It's not in the flag. You notice how the other countries like the U.S. they have red, white, and blue, which is on their flag. There's no black on the Canada flag. So I just wish, because like the 2010 Canada jerseys are perfect. They're perfect. Like no, like it's like they have like the what would you call that art? Like the indigenous art on the maple leaf in the middle. That's like reminiscent of like the Vancouver like art like style. Like it's so sick. So cool. And then it's got like a touch of gold on it too. Like just not too much gold, but like just enough. It's perfect. Like that's my favorite Olympic jersey, I think.
Right now. Yeah, it is pretty nice. It's a pretty good team too.
That team was disgusting.
They're a very good team.
2014 I didn't like that much, but
what are you talking? Oh, you didn't like the team, or you didn't like
the jersey? The jersey.
Okay.
I just think it was a little too blocky. But no, I do like the 2026 jerseys. It's just like I feel like the maple leaf should be white or red. And then you can have black in there, like, just like, highlights. But like, I just think you got to make the maple leaf red or white. I think that's got to be mandatory for the Canada jersey. But that's just my opinion. But they do look nice. I do like the white one. But the team is nasty. Like we'll get back to the team here. I think what was really funny was at the end of that France game when Tom Wilson fought that French guy, and
Yeah.
then the IHF was like, "No, it's fine. You guys can both play the next game. No, don't worry about it. It's just it is what it is." And then the French Hockey Federation banned their own player from playing again. They're like, "Yeah, he's not playing anymore." But Tom Wilson's gonna play. It's
Yeah,
so
of course
funny.
he is. Because he's a dog, bro. He's fucking. I mean,
Yeah,
so
because like I guess the France team's like, "Oh, we don't fight. We don't fight on this team. You're not going to play anymore." I feel like that's a little soft, in my opinion. And the fact that the French player doesn't even know how to fight, he just drags him. He just drags Tom Wilson down like he didn't even want to fight him. Like it's not a wrestling match, dude. That's not how hockey fights work. You don't just drag the guy from his horse collar and just throw him down. It's not. It's not how hockey fights work.
yeah.
You know
so
what I mean?
Who are
But
so who is Canada facing? I know it's to be determined, but who are we waiting for to
so
face off?
tomorrow is the qualifying games for the quarterfinals. So Canada would either face Denmark or Czechia
Okay, and that's
in the
for
quarterfinals, which
in the
is
quarterfinals. Let's.
yeah. So that would be a good matchup because Canada's already beaten Czechia. They know how they play, but Czechia's a good team. Um, and then Denmark, they've kind of struggled a bit. They obviously lost to the U.S. But they did beat Latvia and they lost to Germany in a close 1-3-1. So probably two relatively good matchups. But I think Czechia would probably get out of that game and win. They're looking pretty good right now. They just lost to Switzerland, who's actually really good. Switzerland's a really good team. So I think it'll be a good matchup either way, whoever they play. But I think Canada's easily the best team right now. You could say U.S., but the U.S. have struggled against all in like they didn't like dominate all three games. Like they didn't like blow out any teams. They beat Germany 5-1, but they scored like garbage time goals at the end of the game. They beat Denmark 6-3, and they were losing at one point in that game.
Oh wow.
They were losing to Denmark 3-2, I think, at one point. And then they beat Latvia 5-1, which was like, Latvia's probably the easiest team in their group. And it was 5-1. So, I don't know. I don't know what to think about the U.S. team.
I think they're a
lot of different
opinions.
opinions. They're still good. They're still good, but they're not what Canada's doing right now against teams, right? They're not, completely taking over the game. It's just a lot of meh, in my opinion. Not a lot of chemistry going on. Matthews is playing well though. We can say that about our Leafs. Matthews is playing well. Nylander's doing okay. I don't think Ekman Larsson's playing. I don't think even Ekman Larsson's playing. I think he's just sitting. Let me see. Ekman Larsson Olympics. I don't even know if he's playing. Olympics. Oh yeah, how are the Leafs doing? Yeah, he played in 2 games, but he didn't do much.
Fair enough.
Nylander's been okay, but Matthews has been really good. I think he has 5 points. He has 3 goals, 2 assists. So he's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's probably nice when you have like the best players.
Oh yeah, obviously, like his power play is disgusting. He has Tage Thompson, both Tkachuk brothers, and Quinn Hughes. So, I mean, how are you not going to score goals with that power play? Yeah. But I think Canada's easily the front runner right now. I don't see. I think Canada would not easily be U.S. because U.S. is a really strong team, but based off how these preliminary games have gone, it looks like Canada's just like their chemistry and the way they're just dialed in on every single game. No one's like McDavid and McKinnon are throwing the body, bro. They're getting hits in.
Yeah.
Which you rarely see in the NHL. So that means that these guys really want it. It's their first time playing the Olympics. Mm-hmm. Different vibes. And then you got Crosby as the captain, who's won it already twice. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Nasty team. Excited to watch that game on Wednesday, whoever they play. I think I'm pretty confident this team can at least easily go to the gold medal game. And US has the potential to play Sweden in the quarterfinals, which is nuts.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That's going to be a crazy quarterfinal game. Sweden plays Latvia in their qualifying game, and I think Sweden dog walks them. But US Sweden in the quarterfinals, that's a crazy matchup. That's going to be a lot of fun watching that game. So, very interested to see what we'll talk about next week, and give our thoughts on the end of the Olympics and Olympic hockey and women's and men's. See how they end up.
Yeah. Fair enough. Cool. All right. Well, let's move on to our next topic in discussion. We'll be breaking down our horribly boring Super Bowl matchup, which was, as expected, a pathetic fucking game.
We both picked the Patriots, but we both knew who was going to win the game.
We picked the Patriots?
Oh, no. Wait, did we?
No.
I think I did pick the Patriots.
I picked the Seahawks, bro. Wait, no, I did.
Okay.
I don't remember. I feel like I picked I don't know.
Well, we both knew who was going to win the game. We both did not think the Patriots were going to win. But I think we just picked the Patriots just because of reverse psychology or something. I don't know. But regardless, the Patriots did not deserve to be in that game, and everyone knew in that stadium and watching that game, the Patriots did not deserve to be there. At least that offense did not deserve to be there because Drake May is fucking horrible. That's easily the worst quarterback performance, playoff performance, like 4 games in a row I've ever seen.
Yeah.
No one has been worse as a quarterback with a Super Bowl run than Drake May was. And all these Patriots fans, oh, he's so good. He's better than Josh Allen already. It's his second year. He's already better than Josh Allen. No. Not with that Super Bowl performance. He had what? Yeah, he had 290 yards, but he was horrible. And you want to talk about the other games that he played? He was fucking shit as well in the other ones. He had 86 yards against the fucking Broncos. Yeah. Like, come on, dude. Like, oh, it's so pathetic that this team made the Super Bowl. It was Allen's year, but Allen had to fuck it up himself. You know what I mean? He had to fuck it up himself, and he just wants to make shit harder. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We had to watch the Patriots in a shitty Super Bowl. Seahawks deserved it. I'm so glad that they won and not the Patriots, so we didn't have to hear all the bullshit. Sam Darnold got him one, which was great. Their defense is disgusting. That Seahawks defense is so good. And the fact that they're, a lot of their players that they have on that defense are drafted from the last 5 years, at least all the good players, shows how good of a GM John Schneider is, which is funny because his name's John Schneider, and also the Jays have a manager named John Schneider, which is funny. But it shows how good of a GM he is and how good they draft players. So credit to the Seahawks and them winning, fully deserved. I don't think any other team deserved to win the Super Bowl this year other than them. They were basically perfect all year. So good on them. But yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on the halftime show with Bad Bunny. What are your thoughts? Because I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on this halftime show. What are your thoughts?
I actually didn't watch the halftime show. I watched the Turning Points US Kid Rock show. So, no, fuck that. I'll just tell you right now, I did not watch the Turning Point US Kid Rock live show. If you did,
bullshit.
You're a fucking bum, and don't listen to this podcast. I'll just tell you that right now. I don't care if you guys support that shit. So, but I'll say right now, I loved it. Bad Bunny was sick. Also, anyone who's like, it's great, but I didn't understand what he was saying because, I don't speak Spanish. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, he does. He spoke Spanish. Do you not know that's what happened? People speak other languages other than English. But it's anyway. I really liked it. I like Bad Bunny. Like I like him as an artist. He's my type of music. His performance was great. The whole I like. Yeah, it felt like you were at like. It made it feel like a personal event and party that I was attending. I liked the style that he did. I liked how he made it like he's just at some backyard like barbecue that they're getting up, and it was very personal, very cool. They had a actual wedding or a marriage
Yeah.
take place during the show, which I thought that was very cool. And oh yeah, I love Titi Me Preguntó. Like I'm butchering that name, but I love that song. That's a classic. And yeah, it was great. Like Bad Bunny, he's a great entertainer. He's a great artist. You can't go wrong. You got Ricky Martin in there. You got some Lady Gaga. It's great. It's like I have no complaints. I have no. Again, I'm also just very supportive of that shit too. I'll say that. Like I like the diversity. I like the like a different change of pace and different type of performance than we're used to. Like I like difference. So I like that. So I really like it. I have no problems with it. How about you?
That is a great answer, and I wholeheartedly agree with you. I don't really listen to Bad Bunny, but I like a couple of his songs. I knew going into it, obviously, people with the complaints of not understanding a word of Spanish or whatever. I don't give a shit. If it sounds good, it's a good song. I don't care. I was having a lot of fun watching it.
Dude,
I was,
the most popular
dancing around and everything.
yeah, it's so stupid. There's so many popular songs out there. The most popular song at one point was Gangnam Style. I have no idea what that guy's saying.
Yes, I still don't know what he was saying. I still don't know what he was saying.
He says "sexy ladies" a couple times. That's it. That's a hilariously fun song. And like all of Bad Bunny songs, like I don't need to know the lyrics. If it sounds good, it's good.
Yeah,
and it does sound good.
Yes, and it was fantastic. The vibes were great. The set design was great. I
Great.
honestly thought it was really short. I thought it was short. I was like, why is this so short? I wanted it to go longer. And he missed a couple songs that I listened to. Um, that like I've listened to, but like I just don't. It wasn't in the set list. I thought there was only like 8 songs he performed, and I was like, why is this so short? It felt so short. Um, Lady Gaga was great. I thought the remix was really good.
I thought it was great too.
Ricky, a little bit of it's a great song. Little bit of Ricky Martin in there. I thought it was great. I thought it was great, and it was and at the end, it was a great message. He even mentioned Canada, which was really cool.
Yeah,
mentioned all the American countries, which was a great message. And even if you didn't understand a word, you can always watch it again and turn on subtitles on YouTube, and then you can figure out what he's saying.
If music is that important, where you need to understand the lyrics, there's so many examples. I don't even understand what Eddie Vedder is saying in half of the Pearl Jam songs, bro. Like Yellow Ledbetter. If you listen to that song,
yeah.
Like I don't know what he's saying. That song's awesome though. I love it. There's so many artists like that. I don't like. Anyway, that again, music is a personal preference, so it's subjective. I get it if you don't.
But wait. I just want to kiss my fish, drive my truck, drink my beer. Like, and then you thought that was good with like 2 fans in the audience. Like, people need to shut the fuck up. Like, honestly, people need to shut the fuck up. That Bad Bunny's performance was great. It wasn't my favorite halftime show, but it was great. It was a lot of fun.
My favorite will always be.
Let's here quickly. Let's do top three. Top three halftime.
I'll do top one. I'll just do my favorite.
Just the one, okay.
Yes, Chris Martin, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars, or like Coldplay.
Fantastic. I would say either that one or the other Bruno Mars one where he brought out Red Hot Chili Peppers, which was sick. That was a sick one. And then The Weeknd. No one talks about The Weeknd one. I thought that was really good. Even when it was during COVID and there wasn't that many people there, I thought he put on a really good performance, and he's obviously Canadian. So, shout out The Weeknd.
Oh my gosh, a Canadian artist. No way. He's performing
I know.
Super Bowl halftime. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
He's from Canada. No, that can't happen. And then people realize, oh wait, Puerto Rico is also part of fucking America.
What about Shakira and Jennifer Lopez did a fucking halftime show? They're not from America.
Jennifer Lopez is from America, but her background is.
But Shakira isn't.
Shakira isn't. No, I know. Trust me, I know, Ryan.
No one talked about that being a problem.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Anyways, let's go off this topic.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, great job.
Good job.
There's nothing else to really talk about in other sports. Leafs aren't playing. Bills aren't playing,
I'm
obviously.
Not excited. It's gonna be so depressing when the Leafs come back and we have to watch them.
Yeah, to watch Matthews and Nylander on the power play when we're watching Crosby, McDavid, McKinnon, and McCarr just go crazy. Now we have to go back to Matias Michelli on the power play. Can't wait.
Yeah, I know, man.
But yeah, that's about it really. You know, Jays are coming back. Everyone's reporting to training camp and not training camp, spring training, whatever you call it in baseball. But they're all warming up, getting ready for games, and World Baseball Classics obviously coming up next month, so that'll be a lot of fun. We'll talk about that soon. Great to see the pitchers and new guys coming in. You know, Vladdy and Okamoto. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We can't wait to also go down there in a couple weeks to watch some spring training ball and get some content for you guys, because that's gonna be a lot of fun. You know, filming a podcast and getting some footage of hopefully talking to players and seeing other Jays fans down there. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So can't wait for that. Let's move on.
Hold on.
Yes, it will be.
Let me just mention some things about the new Blue Jays camp. Obviously, because there was a transaction, Jesus Sanchez was traded to the Blue Jays for Joey Loperfido. Joey, let's just say thank you for your great service. Jesus Sanchez is the player that was acquired from the Jays, or acquired from the Astros to the Jays. Last year,
yes.
He hit 237, 14 home runs. The year prior, 253, 14 home runs. 2024, it was 18. The year before, it was 14. So this guy has a power potential. That's the thing. I think he has a lot of potential. He still has been yet to be unlocked. Played for Miami and then got traded to the Astros. Again, as I said, I think he has the potential to be a solid player. I think he's very excited to be on the Jays. He knows that he's on a team that's a winning team. Good outfield depth, and yeah, I think that he's a major league ready player. Hopefully, this guy can be an important member of this team in 2025. It is sad to see that Joey Loperfido is gone, because he was. I was excited to see how Loperfido was gonna pan out, and unfortunately, he's only here for a season and a bit. So, but yeah, good luck to him. We'll see where this turns out with Jesus Sanchez. I don't know if Ross is done cooking, because there are still free agents out there on the market. And there's possible trade assets that we can trade for. So, I'm not 100% sure if they're done. We'll see what happens, but I think this team is starting to pan out and look solid. There are some injuries that were reported as well. As we saw, Shane Bieber will be out until the beginning of the season. And most likely, hopefully a month after the season, he can come back. Anthony Santander is out for the year, basically. So that's great. And Bowden.
I have so many words to say about that, but I won't say anything.
Okay. Well, this is a podcast. We're supposed to say. Say what you want to say.
He stole all that money from us. He does not want to play for this team at all. Pathetic.
Okay, that's a little bit of an insane take, but I will say you're right. It is kind of insane that he decided to get this surgery right before spring training. I don't know why he didn't.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, you're just wasting time. So, yeah, it's shitty that 2 years of this guy's 5-year contract are. It's not a good. This has not been great. This is a very, very bad start to this contract.
But it's okay. But it's okay though, because he'll be back. He'll be back for the playoffs, right? And he'll be hitting bombs, just like we said last year.
Again, we were fine without him last year. We managed to do really, really well.
Exactly.
So I'm not. That's not as big of a worry. It still does suck because it was almost like we were signing another free agent with him because last year he didn't play. Like he just sucked, and we were hoping that this year he'd have a bounce back and be the player that he was when he was with Baltimore. Um, and that would be like another signing basically because it's another player. That's good that we didn't get to have last year. So yeah, it's tough, bro. But anyway, um, yeah, those are the big updates. Vladdy also came out with another thing that was very interesting. There was actually quite a bit of Blue Jays stuff. That's funny. Vladdy came out with he did an interview with a Spanish-speaking or Dominican podcast, and he talked about what it was like in the facing Seattle in the playoffs and what it was like dealing with that. And I have the tweet up here that I'll read to you. But basically, he was saying that after the Game 6 loss, if you remember well about that loss when or not Game 6, Game 5.
Oh, Game 5, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
which was terrible, which was a terrible loss. And basically what happened was you bring in our boy, what was his name? Brendan Little, blows the game up. They lose. They're on their way back to Toronto. So you know what? It is okay. It is whatever. But however, with this happening though, Vladdy spoke to in this interview. He talked to the guy, and he basically said that as they were leaving the dugout, a fan, or actually a family member of the Seattle team, was saying, "The Blue Jays lose. The Blue Jays lose." And it was a player's wife from Seattle.
Mm.
And Vladdy saw that, and he's like, "Oh, shit, bro. Like, you should not have said that." And
Series ain't over yet.
yeah, exactly. And basically, he was...
That is actually crazy. They're going back home.
Yeah.
It's not like they had another game in Seattle to win it. They're going back home.
Yes, and
It's wild, man.
I just want to get it. I want to make sure I get the right, because it is actually very like cool what he said. Let me see if I can find this. It might take a second.
Yeah.
All right, so basically, what Vladdy said after the fan or the player's wife of Seattle said to Vladdy, he basically put on his headset and tried to ignore, but it wasn't playing any music, so he could still hear what they were saying. He's walking right with Jimenez, and he says, "So I was walking with Jimenez," Guerrero said. "I leaned over and told him quietly, they don't know they're headed into the valley of death." So, Blue Jays, of course, go on to win the ALCS in 7 games and advance to face the Dodgers in the World Series. So,
Not ass.
yeah, he's pretty sick. So I just thought that was a cool story. He went in depth, like pretty insane about what happened, I guess, over that playoff run. So it's very cool. But anyway, I think that sums it up pretty much for the Blue Jays discussion. There's lots more coming up. Saturday, spring training game. I know I will be watching it. So.
Nice.
It'll be exciting. I love this team. I love new shit that's coming on. I'm hyped. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
All right, let's move on to our top 5 and continue with our Oscars theme. We are doing 90s movies, which is probably going to be the toughest out of the decades that we are rating, because there are so many good movies in the 90s. Ryan knows. I think everyone knows this is probably the best decade of movies. Let's be real. 90s is just banger after banger. Every genre. So let's go in depth here and pick our top 5. I will quickly check the standings from last week. Ryan won. So
Of course I did.
we will go to you first pick.
First pick, number 1. I know if I don't pick this, you're going to pick it, so it's annoying, so I'm going to do it anyway. But I'm going to go number 1, Goodfellas.
Yeah, yeah, I knew that was coming. I really wanted to win last week so I could get that, but
No, this is what
wasn't going to
happens.
happen. Well, my second pick is, my first pick, but I think my number 2 pick was going to be Pulp Fiction, so I'm going to go with that, number 1.
All right, my number 2, Boogie Nights.
Oh, good choice. Good choice. You're a big fan of that movie.
I love Boogie Nights.
You like a PTA movie.
PTA is the goat, bro.
I will go number 2. I will go with Shawshank Redemption, number 2.
Great choice. 1994 right here. If this is a pattern, then your third choice should be Forrest Gump, right? All right, number 3, I got another one of my personal favorite movies of all time, which, excuse me, really got me into like watching more serious and like movies that you're like, holy shit, movies can be made like this. You don't have to have a fucking superhero and everything. And that was 7, so 1995.
Yeah, good choice. Good choice. I'm surprised you didn't pick this one. I'm going with my third choice. I'm going with Good Will Hunting at number 3.
That is
I think it's a consensus. I think everyone who just is not like a big movie fan, but like watches movies, everyone says Good Will
yeah,
Hunting.
everyone's seen.
I think that's a very consensus top movie for everyone.
I very much agree with that. All right, number 4. I am gonna go with. I got 2 choices that I'm deciding through, but I am going to go with The Big Lebowski.
Nice choice. You're getting some good ones here. I mean, it's hard not to pick good ones.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4, probably my favorite crime movie ever made. I'm going with Heat at number 4. It is such a banger. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino at the same time. First time they've ever been in a movie together. Godfather 2 doesn't really count because they weren't in the same scene.
No,
but
they weren't on the
this
screen
one
together, yeah.
this time they're battling against each other. It's so good. It is so good. Give me that number 4.
All right, number 5, I got another one that I love, and I love quoting this movie so fucking much, but The Silence of the Lambs. And number
choice.
5, sorry, yeah, number 5, we got Silence of the Lambs. Great movie.
That's going to be my honorable mention.
And Ted Levine as Buffalo Bill, just insane.
Yeah, it's an all-timer. All-timer. It's an all-timer.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to save this one for honorable mention because I don't think you're going to pick it. I will go number 5. This is my favorite sports movie of all time. And I'm going to go with Rudy at number 5. It's an underrated pick. Not a lot of people talk about Rudy as in sports movies. Notre Dame underdog story, true story, in fact. Very good acting, Sean Astin. I like him a lot in Lord of the Rings, but I think this is his best performance as an actor. So I'm going to go with that number 5. My favorite sports movie ever.
Cool. I will go with.
Last choice here. Still a lot on the board.
There is a lot on the board. I've almost picked it, but I'm looking at a couple lists. Just some lists right now. But I love that movie. Fuck. I'm gonna go with 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go with The Fugitive.
Oh, that's a good choice, bro. Good choice. I did not expect that one out of you.
I love that movie.
That's a good pick, man. That's an underrated Harrison Ford movie.
It's like the definition
very good
of a
movie.
90s movie right there, man. Yeah.
Oh,
It was
90s action.
I don't think you're gonna choose this one, but it was between The Fugitive and A Few Good Men.
That was up there for me. That was up there for me for sure. No, but I wasn't going to choose that.
Yeah.
My honorable mention is The Matrix. Um, revolutionized action movies. Keanu Reeves, fire. Rage Against the Machine. Just the soundtrack is so good. That's also another '90s movie, but it doesn't feel like a '90s movie. It feels like a 2000s movie, just because of how crazy the action is and the CGI is like so ahead of its time. So good, such a good movie. Um, yeah, very very futuristic of obviously of today's age with AI and everything and the digital world. So I'm gonna go with that as the honorable mention. Let's see. Let's
There's a lot of
read the
other
list
ones
here.
I could have chosen. And
Yeah,
I'm kind of like, the more I look, the more I'm like, fuck, man.
yeah.
But
You
the one,
picked. You got. You want me to read? We should read more, or
I'll just tell you the
want
one
me to
that
read the
I
list?
feel I kind of wish it was between two, Tombstone or Dazed and Confused. I
Okay.
would like to have on my list.
Yes, that was up there for me as well. Dazed and Confused, very good. Um, no, we didn't say Iron Giant is very underrated as well. Very underrated movie. Don't laugh at that. Iron Giant's is close to my heart. That's a very good movie. Um, Home Alone 2, probably the movie I've watched the most. I didn't put on the list. I think it's just doesn't really. It's a 5-star movie, but is it does it compete with The Matrix? I don't think so. Um, we missed Saving Private Ryan, Terminator 2. We didn't even put on.
Toy Story.
Cape Fear,
Toy Story was the one
JFK,
that I
Train
loved.
Spotting, Truman Show,
Fargo.
Casino, Lion King, Jurassic Park, Toy Story, Fight Club.
A lot of good ones.
Fargo's very good. Sandlot, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Reservoir Dogs. A lot of good movies. Rounders. Have you seen Rounders?
No, I know it's good though.
Oh, you got to watch Rounders. That's your type of movie, man. Rounders is a banger. That's a banger movie. We just released on the rewatchables Ace Ventura. That's a funny movie, but it hasn't really aged well, at all. Mighty
Oh,
Ducks, Mighty Ducks for sure.
You know what's a good one? Boys in the Hood.
Yes, that I forgot to mention that too. That was there. Bronx Tale, American History X, another underrated movie. Very underrated movie. Edward Norton, probably his best performance, in my opinion. He's very good in that movie.
Yeah.
You seen that? American History X?
I have not.
Oh, come on. Good movie.
No.
True Romance, another very good movie
I've seen that.
that we did not mention.
Men in Black's alright. Titanic.
Yeah, Talented Mr. Ripley, Philadelphia,
Yeah.
Menace to Society, Eyes Wide Shut.
All great.
90s are bangers, man. There's a lot of good 90s movies. Okay, let's reread these lists here. You have Goodfellas, Boogie Nights, Seven, Big Lebowski, Silence of the Lambs, Fugitive. I have Pulp Fiction, Shawshank, Good Will Hunting, Heat, Rudy, and The Matrix. Two very solid lists here. Two very, very solid lists. You want to close it out here?
Yeah, let's close it out. Thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate it, each and every one of you. We will make sure to get this episode up to you as soon as we can. But make sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We are on all those platforms. Spotify and YouTube is where you can listen. And cheers. Go Team Canada. Go Blue Jays. Let's have a great rest of the season. For a great beginning to the season for the Blue Jays. Let's win some gold medals. And yeah, go Bills. Can never say go Bills too much. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cheers, guys. See ya.